Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22. It is time for round 5 of our season of 2009 with Marco Melandri, of course. It is time for the Dutch GP of Assen. It's round 5, boys and girls. Let's crack on. So here we are in pole position, waiting for the red lights to disappear, and away we go. So Melandri, Rossi and Lorenzo on the front row, with Stoner, Edwards and Dovizioso behind. We are running only Power Setting 1. Power Setting 1 will be used for the duration of this championship, if you didn't know, just to keep things interesting and keep things close with the 120% difficulty AI. So we managed to squeeze back ahead of Jorge Lorenzo, but now we're in pursuit of the 9-times world champion, and we have a possible lunge into Struben. It'll be late. Ooh, not quite. Close enough, but no cigar. Valentino Rossi still holds on, coming out of Struben for turn 5. Lorenzo's in our slipstream, but where is he? He's not quite close enough for a lunge, is he yet? Into the Russian hook. We still don't see that number 99, but a great start for us is what we needed. What I was looking for to start here in Dutch GP. Do really love the Dutch GP of Assen. It's one of my favourite circuits of all time. Love it. And it feels great here in MotoGP 22. Feels good with the Kawasaki, and speaking of good, it was about to get better. We almost went up on the inside into Mandovan of the 9-times world champion. Good to see our main championship rival Casey Stoner down there in 7th. Of course, anything could change, and anything probably will change, so keep an eye on the number 27. So now back into the left-hand side for the Ramshook for the first time of asking, can we dive up into the right-hand side for the Geert-Timmer chicane? Oh, I really thought about it. Getting a bit loose upon the brakes there, unfortunately. Have recently changed over to the DualSense control, and look how we got caught up in the wheelie there. That has cost us a lot of time. To Valentino Rossi ahead. Yeah, swapping over to the DualSense controller there. I feel like I can bring on the acceleration a bit better, and then sometimes I make a mistake like that where I brought it on too abruptly, and then unfortunately we get caught with the wheelie, and I just couldn't turn the bike, couldn't go anywhere as a matter of fact. But back into Struben, my favourite corner here in Assen. Sets us up lovely for a more slipstream to Valentino, and I'll tell you what, not many overtakes to start this one off. 7 laps here in Assen could be a pretty tight competitive race. So that's certainly what we look for, and certainly what we enjoy. So now to the left-hand side and back across to the right-hander. Into Steckenval for the second time of asking. Valentino Rossi still leading the way. Melandri in pursuit. Lorenzo behind us. He's in pursuit of us. Certainly going to be hotting up for a good finish this one if we can keep on him. Just got to keep pushing. The AI here in MotoGP 22 tend to get rather quicker as the race progresses, and I'm talking towards the latter stages. Final couple of laps, the riders can really put in some solid lap times. So we could see it happening here today in Assen. Into the Hoogheide for turn 13. A little bit deep for 14 and then for Ramshook. That has cost us time, as Rossi will still have this lead into the Geert-Timmer chicane. Very nice early braking this time around. The change of direction is what we were looking for. Across the line, Rossi is the fastest man on circuit. Unfortunately, the graphic hasn't come up, but I've seen that we had a nice red flash to the right-hand side of the screen, so I am going to assume that we set the fastest lap time, and I'm pretty certain we did. Look at that, almost around the outside of the Ossenbroken. Not good enough, but wow, we caught up a lot of speed there for the third corner, and look at that dive up on the inside. Oh, picked his pockets into Struben. What a move. Melandri with the lunge. We are now taken over at the front position. There is Valentino. He's desperate to get back ahead. If he goes back ahead here, then we're probably going to have to do all that again. Not a problem. I'm quite content with the move into Struben. As you know, I think every single video I've been here in Assen, I've done a lunge or at least once or twice into that wonderful corner of turn 5. Now deep into De Bolt. This is the corner that I always tend to struggle with, and it's certainly no difference there. Melandri went a little bit deep. Valentino still in our sights, or at least we're still in Valentino's sights. 0.4 of a second separates the number 33 to the number 46 as we bring on the power. Almost a bit too prematurely there, but back across into the left. We hold on to the lead. Will Rossi be having a lunge into the Gate-Timmer chicane? Nothing yet. Nothing has arrived. We know it's better to stay focused and stay vigilant because you never know what's going to happen. Across the line, it's a 1:33.653. And of course, guys, if you are enjoying the content, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It does help out the channel, and of course, it keeps you inundated with great bike racing content. So, back into Ossobroken. The top 8 is status quo as it stands. Melandri, Rossi, Lorenzo is how we started this race. I believe it was Rossi in 3rd, so that was the only change. But Edwards, Pedrosa and his Repsol Honda teammate Dovizioso in 6th, and Casey Stoner and Nicky Hayden, the 2 factory Ducatis, down there in 7th and 8th. Can't see much beyond that, so unfortunately that's all I can give you, the top 8 as it stands. Now, going for the soft front may have been a bit of a gamble, and I don't know if it's going to affect us towards the latter stage of this Grand Prix. But for the time being, I feel quite confident. I'm happy that we chose the soft front. I did set the fastest lap in qualifying with a soft front and a medium rear, so sticking with the combination of the Bridgestone tyres here today. So on the right hand side, the Kawasaki is looking pretty strong into this part of the track. A little bit aggressive upon the acceleration. Should have brought it on a bit more gradual rather than just giving it everything. That way we ran too deep into the Dukersloot and almost went too far and touching the outside of the track. And there is Valentino. He's got the Estoril livery on and he is charging. Is he going to be close enough going into turn 1? If Rossi ain't close enough for Harbock, you better believe he's going to go for a lunge, but I don't think he can. Bit of a bad lap time for us, as a matter of fact. A 1:34 for the first time here in the Dutch GP. We have responded into the first sector so far. 0.2 of a second going to the benefit of the Italian leading the race. But there's still a very eager 8 times world champion at this stage in 2009. Valentino Rossi. He's in pursuit. Of course, Melandri never won a MotoGP World Championship, but this time it could happen in our MotoGP season here in 2009. Of course, the iconic season from Valentino Rossi, but yeah, it's going to be tough to defeat the competition here. Into the right for Steckenval. 0.2 of a second separates us now. We've got some great races coming up very soon as well, guys. Tracks such as Donington Park, Laguna Seca, Estoril. All tracks that we don't have in MotoGP anymore, so this is going to be exciting as we go too aggressive on the brakes into Vanderven. Does Rossi come on through? See those familiar yellow gloves? He's coming. He is certainly charging. It's another lap time we've messed up on here. 3 laps or 2.5 laps to go as we're almost coming to the penultimate lap. This is when the races get really interesting. The AI seems to just get that extra bit of speed. Are they going to put it to good use here in the Dutch GP? Lost a second on that lap time. That's a bad lap time for us. That's even worse. So 1:34.5. The pressure is surmounting. Can we hold on? Into Harbock. That's another opportunity for Rossi to take the lead. Gone. Is he going to attack? Not into Struben. I would not allow that. No one's attacking me into Struben. I'll play the tightest defensive line possible to make sure no one goes into Struben. I'm not going into Struben and losing a position. No way. Not happening. So we bring on the power. Still running. Power setting 1. Don't deviate from the other power setting options. 1 is the only one we're going to be using. As Rossi still got his teeth, his claws and everything sunk into the back of the Kawasaki. Oh, you can hear him. He's right there. Less than a 0.2 of a second. I'm not getting away from him. Even though we are beginning to put in some better lap times, Rossi's still there. Could this be a last late heartbreak for Marco Melandri? He's getting close. I think it was a couple of years ago today when Marco Melandri won the previous MotoGP, a Superbike race. I think it was in Misano, as a matter of fact. My mind's gone blank, as a matter of fact. This was such a while ago. Trying to concentrate on the race here. Rossi still in pursuit. There comes the subscribe button, nice and slow and gentle. That's not how Valentino Rossi's approaching the situation. Gets him a chicane. Does it offer an opportunity? Oh, he's gone down! Oh my god! Oh, no way! And Lorenzo went down as well. What on earth happened behind us? That has completely changed the complexion of this championship. And it's completely changed the Dutch GP. Look at the podium. If somehow you had a bet that Melandri would win this one from Dovizioso and Stoner when you started this video, then you win. You're a very lucky person. You need to get your lottery numbers in. I never thought that was coming. Rossi went down, and in turn, Lorenzo and Pedrosa fell out of the picture completely. And now we have Dovizioso Stoner on the podium with Nicky Hayden in 4th place, with Colin Edwards rising up out of seemingly nowhere into 5th position. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We are putting in our best lap of the race here. Dovizioso has actually clawed down a bit of a gap. So, of course, what I was saying earlier, the AI does get stronger as this race progresses. I don't think they suffer with the tyre wear, and that is why they're still ever so strong. They also don't need to change fuel, as far as I'm concerned. But here, out to the Dukersloot, and now into the very fast right-hander for turn 12 in a corner I can never pronounce. We go into the Hoghide, back in to Ramshoek for 15, and we are hoping to take another victory. This will be back-to-back for Marco Melandri. Catalunya was Melandri's territory, and now Assen is going to the way of this Italian. Edwards crashes at the end of the race, but across the line, we take another crucial 25 points. Big victory here, and we held on against tough competition when Valentino Rossi went down in the latter stages of the Grand Prix. So Melandri, Dovizioso and Stoner finishes on the podium, Nicky Hayden in 4th, and Randy Depunier up there in 5th position. Great race from the man on board the Honda. So a look at the championship standings to see how the Dutch GP has affected things. We have now moved up to 2nd spot with Marco Melandri just 16 points clear, or at least 16 points behind, should I say, behind Casey Stoner. Lorenzo dropping massive points there as well. He drops down to 3rd, for now 32 points behind the Aussie. And Dovizioso rises up to 4th place with that 20-point performance. He's in 4th spot, 49 points behind. But guys, thanks for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Consider joining the DrAce pit crew with the link in the description down below. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.